All right, it is time to do a CSS battle. I still have yesterday's battle open. What do we have today? We have, I don't know, docking arms, something like that. I don't know. We're going to try to start semi-fast. I'm not usually good at going fast, but we're going to try. Background, orange color. Body, margin 0, position fixed. Paragraph tag. It's going to be order 40 pixels, solid, this color. Height, T, 50. And let's actually draw the thing. There's the thing. Width, 80. Okay, margin, border's not thick enough, needs to be thicker. I'm going to say border right, all right, GHT 0. Hot 100. Let's go ahead and load this and do that. So top is more like 80, not 180, 80. Left, 20, 10. Width, 110. Height, 80. There's that. I'm going to say web kit. I think it has a minus web kit. Box strip black. Right. No colon. 100 pixels. We're going to have another paragraph selector and another paragraph tag. Outline 1Q solid red. There it is. Margin 30. Height 50. 20. Okay. Border block 25 pixels solid. This color. It still has a border inline 0. Width less 80. I was afraid of that with WebKit Box Reflect. That's okay. Let's get this in place correctly. Height 25, 30, 30. No outline. And then let's just copy that. That needs a semicolon. That needs a tab. That needs to be 140, 50, 60. That should be a match. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay. Obviously not the best way to do this. I've been pausing in between, not very long usually. That's a couple minutes maybe. I'm going to do that today just to get my head out of this solution and think about a reasonable way to solve it. Okay. It's been like a minute. I left the stopwatch running because I don't know why. So I just took a minute and thought about a better way potentially to solve this. I don't know if it's better, but it's a different way to solve it. So we're going to do, let me select just the HTML actually for a second, because little brain background. So I'm going to set the background of the HTML actually to a conic gradient. I want to do these two lines. May be a bad idea. That's okay. I make bad decisions all the time. So conic gradient. It's going to go from orange color 75% to not white. That can just be 0. It's going to be, I don't remember how thick those borders were, 40 pixels at 40 pixel. I don't remember how tall they were either. 100 pixel. It's too thick. So it should be 30. And I don't think it's quite high enough. 110 maybe? I don't know. And then I'm going to say 0, 0. And then I'm going to get this to repeat on some high interval like 350 pixels. Okay, that's a little much, but that's the right idea. This needs to be at 10 pixels. Oh, actually, that's exactly correct. This needs to be at 100 pixels. And now I know it's not tall enough and it's too low. So it needs to be at 80. And it needs to be at 140. That looks right. So that's those 2 bars. Seems like a lot of characters for those 2 bars. But let's see. All right, now I'm going to select my body. Excuse me. I'm going to say border. Nope. Box. That needs a semicolon. That's why things are being not formatted properly. There we go. Border box. It's going to be dashed. It's going to be this color. And it's going to be 30 pixels. And now the question is, why do I not see the body at all? Outline 1, cube, solid, black. There it is. What have I done incorrectly with border? Oh, it's not border box, you dummy. It's border inline and border block. I want border block. That's what I want. You have to use the right CSS property if you want it to work. Weird. All right, now we need some margin. It's going to be, I don't remember, 50, 80, 10. All right. You see kind of where I'm going. My thoughts are I'm going to have to use scale here to get this to work right, but I'm not very good at this yet. So let's say minus, I don't know, 50. And then let's say scale. First number is X, second number is Y. We don't want to scale in Y, so it's going to be like 2, 1. Now we're getting closer. 3, 2.5. All right. That's not terrible. It's not right, but it's not terrible. Let's try minus 60. All right, set for a minute. This isn't going to be workable the way I had it, but doesn't mean I don't want to finish it. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to say background, that color, semicolon. We have those. Fine. Do I want to put this back or not? I don't know. Let's say not. I almost want to put it back. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Then we need to hide our crimes. The question is, how do we do that? And I guess the answer is with a p tag. So let's find our p tag. There it is. It has us all messed up and down out of control. So let's say margin 0, height 0 for now. 0. All right, there we have the thing. Now let's say margin minus 20. Let me say scale 0. Goes somewhere. Well, scale 0 is not going to work. Scale 1. No, it's not going to reverse the scale from the other things. All right. Okay, now we're starting to see it. Height 100. Margin minus 50. 150. 70. 220 to 30 to 35-ish. And then less margins on the side to 190. And then height, maybe height 400, 300, 280, something like that. And this is going to be a terrible solution, but border inline 40 pixels solid. I thought I should see that. Oh, that border down here is 0 below. There we go. Border block 0. 1. Okay, let's get rid. Let's get a cursor. Let's get rid of outline. That border's too. I mean, it's too far in. Clearly, that's okay. That's too thick. Okay, that is actually getting better. I'm not gonna make you watch me push pixels. I'm gonna pause it. All right, a lot of editing in this one. One more bad idea I'm gonna try. Okay, there's what we had before. Now. I wonder if margin's gonna mess this up. We'll see. Border block. Yeah. Yeah. 30 pixels. Solid white. Margin 110. And that forced the other thing to repeat vertically, didn't it? So what if we make its vertical repeat more, like 300? Then it's going to be there, but that's okay. We can fix that. Da, da, da. I see. Do I? It's a background position. Is there a background offset? I don't think this is going to fix it. Oh, well, that's not going to fix it because that's a wrong one. Yeah, it's just going to pull it up and make it cut separate, cut differently. Okay. That means that this needs to be down here in a thing. And that can go away. That can go back to whatever it was. I think it was 80. Yeah, that does those. Okay. And this border, I don't want to be that color. I want to be that color. Yeah. So margin, not that much, is 80. There's the box that I'm looking for, I think. Let's prettify just so formatting's working. All right, now I'm going to try something, but I don't do much mask. It's going to be a linear gradient, 90 degrees. It's going to go from red to transparent to red. It's going to go to, I don't know what, 120 pixels, then 0 to 40 pixels, and then just 0. Not right, but something. 140. Okay. That was surprisingly good. And then we're going to have a paragraph tag. It's going to be border block, 25 pixels, solid blue. It needs to exist or we're not going to see anything. It's going to have margin 0 on top, 30 on the sides, height 20, 30, and it's going to have, that's the right margin, 0, 30, 50. Right. Oh, that's okay. 30. That's right. It's right. It's right. It's right. It's right. And then the mask is going to be different. Oops. It's going to go from a smaller number, 120, 100, there we go, 80, something like that, to 240. All right, that is a match. It's 314 characters, but we have a lot of copy pasta happening. Some copy pasta we can get rid of. All right, so we have a mask declared twice. The mask is exactly identical except for that number, right? So before we do that, let's fix something else. Let's say color, because this is easier to fix. Color is going to be this. And then we can leave color off here. And it still works. And now we can say color is this blue thing here. And we can leave color off this. Now that's seemingly longer, but now we just have border block and 25 to 35. We can do that with a variable. We can do that with a font trick. Probably a font trick is going to be easier. Well, a font trick is going to be cheaper. It's not going to be easier. So that's going to be, what's a good font? 1.67 line heights. Let's try it. And then we can take that away and we can say font 18 pixels, which is not changing anything. But then line height goes from 1.67 is equal to 30. 1.67. I don't know if this is the right math. 1.67 divided by 30 is this number times 25. I don't think that's right. 1.39, and then I need font. That's not, because this is wrong. This is not 18 pixels, it's 16 pixels. Still wrong. Okay, so that's not right. And it's actually going to change, so it needs to be smaller. 8, 9, 195, 0.95 works. But we're about to mess that up because we need 140 pixels to become 80 pixels. So that's going to be 10. Well, first let's figure out what 140 pixels is in ems. Missed it. There it is, 8.75 em. It's about 10. And we only want to look at horizontal things here, which actually look wrong. This one should be pulled back more. Five. It's not working all the way I want. Why? Why? 8.75 em should be less down here. Let's try it the way I usually do it. Let's do a var. I don't know what this was, 140 pixels. Has to be var O for offset, I don't know. And then down here we have minus O, 80 pixels. That works. Okay. What if we just change that to whatever we had, 8.75 em? That still works. What if we got rid of that? And let's put this 40 pixels. Is that what it was? And then put this back. Why is that not working? 0. I don't understand why it's not working. Let's copy it down. It doesn't like comments. I already had it down here. Okay. What if it's 6, 5, The font's already 0. What's going on? Something I don't understand is happening. Font should be 0, so 8.75M should be 0. Do I need to say 0%? Pixels? 150? Why isn't that working? I'm confused as to why that's not working. What a terrible video today. I don't know why that's not working. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Because I'm dumb, we're going to go back to kind of another solution. There we go. All right, 1.67 LH is what in M 1.88 M. Let's see if it works here. 1.88 M. And now font is going to be 14, 15, 13.5. Maybe we can get away with 14Q. Probably not. 13.5 worked. 14 doesn't. I thought it, well, pixels. Maybe 10. 85% works. Let's move that down. Still 278 characters, really? Wow. All right, well, today's a bad day. I spent a ton of time and I came up with awful solutions. Yeah. I came up with awful solutions. This can go back to, what was it, 140 pixels? And then unit replace, if anything, 35 VW. Wow. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.